Result based report. All right, so I am recording this video shortly thereafter of my my daily video for the missions. So if you're curious about that, check it out. I assume this video is going to bury that one because of the way that YouTube recommended work. So just wanted to get that out there. But this is kind of a casual update. I'm not going to hype it like it's anything insane, but we do have an end date of January 24th. I need everybody on high alert in my comments, in Discords, in everybody's stream chats, wherever you see people asking when the season is going to end. January 24th. You have until January 24th to buy links. You have until January 24th to finish Frostite. You have until January 24th to finish Venture Season 3. That's the day. I mean, that might get pushed back or whatever, but it doesn't matter. I'll let you know if that does. Stay tuned with the videos. There you go. So, there you go. That's the date. Now, we do have the Merry Melee Challenge, which does not interest me. They're going to take away your ranged weapons and make you use melee only, which, great. I mean, I don't know. Frost Knight was mostly doable with... Yeah, I mean, obviously it can happen, but... For those who are looking for a challenge, I guess that's your banner. Get some icicles. That's actually kind of cool to have some icicles on your banner. I don't know. Frostbite's coming around. I've always wanted to cover this weapon because it is like kind of a meme as one of the coolest looking worst weapons in the game. And I don't know if I would have my opinion changed, but I've always wanted to take my own look at it and see for realsies if it's really that bad. I'm curious what you guys think in the comments, because, I don't know, it's a weapon I've heard not very good things about, but I'm curious. Black Knight Garridon is coming. I've always and forever read him as Black Knight Guardian, and it is only of now that I said Garridon, and that was convincing enough. I could have said nothing, and we would have moved right on with the video, but... yeah, it's Black Knight Garridon, apparently. He is important because of the team perk, Kinetic Overdrive. So that is really good if you use the other one, Kinetic Overload. It's right there on my screen. So if you're interested in that with like hardwares or high impact, constructor loadouts, he is useful. I have never found this to be needed. I have never found this to be... I've tried constructor loadouts like this. I've given it a shot. It's not my playstyle, but... If that's something interesting to you, you can get the overweight fat knight, the overweight black knight, the fat black knight, the Thor of Fortnite. Yeah, so he's a thing. You can grab him. And then we have Art Deco Llamas. This image would have been really, really useful. Do you guys have any idea how much... you have any idea how much time I spent cropping this out? And I think it turned out really well. There's a content creator who's watching this in the comments who's like, oh shit, and he's about to like remove all the white. Enjoy it. This isn't a perfect cut, but I mean, when it gets squished down and then you put an overlay on it, oh, that's bacon. It looks better. This is just content creator stuff, but yeah. So they don't provide any PNGs anymore. Storm Shield 1 used to be the old V-Bucks site. You might remember it. That's what everybody used to use to see the daily V-Bucks, and that used to have so many PNGs. That's where I used to grab all the things. But then they stopped updating, and then the site went defunct, and I don't even know if their PNGs are accessible anymore. So, hey, knock, knock, knock. If there's anybody at Epic listening to these words at all, do your creators a solid and just provide the PNGs in some way. I mean, gosh. I mean, it's not even anything hard. Just give me a download of, like, your weapons. That'd be great. If anybody has, like, access to all that, it would make my thumbnails significantly easier to make. I'm just saying. They'd also look a lot higher quality, because I don't know if you guys have ever noticed. I will not point it out because it's embarrassing, but if you've ever seen a thumbnail that looked like a little lower resolution than it's supposed to be, it's probably because I was working with what I had. Anyway, sometimes I have to take a screenshot in-game, and it doesn't have the right colors. I don't know why I went on that tangent. I'm sorry for wasting your time. But we have 2 free Art Deco Llamas. This is, of course, because of the downtime, because of BR, because they are more important than us, apparently. Well, I mean, they are, clearly. I mean, financially and everything. But, yeah. So, we got to not play Fortnite for 9 hours, and they're giving us 2 free llamas. I need to read this again. Thanks for hunkering down. Crazy, blah, blah, blah. Found some llamas. Be sure to grab them from the store before they're gone. So yeah, are we going to have just 2 llamas and then you have until the 9th to grab them? Okay. Whatever. It was only 9 hours. It wasn't even like the Black Hole event, which was 2 days. So ride the new wave. So starting on December 11th, the Horde is getting restless and the waves keep coming. Eliminate them all to advance, but be warned there's nowhere to hide. So does that just mean there's going to be no cooldown at all? They're just going to keep coming? Wow, that sounds stressful. Jingle Jess is coming around. She's a pretty good hero. If you're looking to run Teddy, she's fantastic. If you were one of the people who bought the Metal Team Leader pack, Metal Team Leader is essentially the exact same as Jingle Jess, but I've been told that she has better ability damage. So there you go. Jingle Jess, there you go. Is a reason not to get Jingle Jess. But I don't know. She's fun, cute, whatever, you know. Nice little snow hat, you know, you got the Santa hat going on. If you're somebody who doesn't use Battle Royale cosmetics for some reason, I'm just trying to figure out any reason to use Jingle Jess over Metal Team Leader. But if you need to extend your bear duration by 4 seconds or 12, it's a pretty good hero. If you're running a Teddy loadout, she's kind of a must-have. Ice Queen is definitely an interesting hero. So buffing frozen enemies, like damage against frozen enemies, is tricky because that is not only rarely active, but it's rarely worth it too. So the only time you're ever freezing an enemy is with a floor freeze trap, which can be consistent, or Zenith, which it freezes them in place, or if you're using one of those weapons that has like the Blizzard Blitzer or the Snowball Launcher, just to name a couple of them. There are more where you can freeze an enemy in place. I think there are more. I can't think of any others, but whatever. Comment below if I forgot any, where they can freeze an enemy in place. So if she's in your support, you can just make your Snowball Launcher or your Blizzard Blitzer, whatever weapon you're using, do 14% more damage to those frozen enemies, which is nice. I mean, hey, that's a bonus. Why? But that 14% is less than Ramirez's 17%. It's less effective than Sledgehammer's 75%, or Beetle Jess, or Ranger Deadeye, or Redline Ramirez gives you 17% to snipers, and even Coconuts gives you 15 or 16%. Reloading with the Thick Skeleton Lady gives you 15%. I'm just saying, 14% is a pretty random number because it is. That is like just below like every other ability in the game. Like Azealia Clark gives you 15.5%. Like, my point is, she's very rarely useful. And then even when you are dealing with frozen enemies, usually there's a better bonus to be used. Like when I use Zenith, for example, Redline Ramirez for the 17 damage against sniper enemies, or Coconuts for the 15%, or I could use the Bunny Dude who gave 75% crit damage. I couldn't find an ability. Anyway, so she is very, very good for the Seismic Smash, though. I am going to link my Seismic Smash loadout down below because she's actually really good. It's not my most viewed video. It's not my most popular loadout, but it's cool, literally. Very, very cool. You're going to be frozen in your tracks when you see how good that loadout is. Seriously, you can free smashers in the highest zones, and it's a fun way to play. So Ice Queen is not a pass. I'm just saying her support perk is less than ideal. But in the lead, she's quite fun. And then the Coco 45, which is a weapon that bounces around. This is the Paper Shredder all over again. It's not a bad enough. No, it's bad. No, it needs to bounce around in order to be useful. I did make a video on it. I will link it below, and I will not remake that video. It's a fun weapon. It's very, very fun. It's one of my favorite weapons, truly. Like, I say that a lot, but this is one of those, like, I'm never going to use this in stream, like, back of the mind thing, where I'm never going to use this because it's bad, but I've always really liked this weapon just because it has it's a suppressor that's a mug. I just wish it did more damage. Also, fun factoid, it has a ridiculous range of like 5,000, which is comparable to some snipers, and it is more than like most every AR in the entire game. So a pistol, of all things, shooting a marshmallow has better range than most weapons in the entire game. Just in case you didn't know that. And then the Powerhouse Pack is still here. There you go. Video on the Powerhouse Pack down below. That one got buried for sure. The video was like doing really well, and then I uploaded a lot of other content, and then people forgot that I made that. So link to that below, and then you guys can check it out there. Sorry for, well, not anything. Sorry for making the video a little longer. I just wanted to explain the stuff in depth. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my videos. I make them sometimes. Follow me on Twitch, and goodbye.